Good morning, thank you for watching. Elise makes a bunch of videos. Today I'm going to talk about another one of my blog posts, one of my quote of the days. It's called Smile, and the quote is by Dr.Suess, the famous children's book author. And the quote is, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." So this quote is sort of like reinforcing a lot of the ideas that I talk about in my blog and a little bit on my YouTube channel here, which is basically just focusing on gratitude and positivity. In the blog post, I think I talked about applying this idea of just being grateful for good things that the good things that have happened and focusing on the positives in terms of sort of like relationships with other people, not just like romantic, but also, personal relationships, work relationships. I mean, regular sort of friendships as well, family, whatever. You're not going to be getting along 100% of the time with most other humans, but like we all need to sort of get along, and if you just focus on the good aspects and the good qualities of the other person, that's really the best way to go, even if you have come to a conclusion that this person perhaps is not positive for your life and you want to minimize them in your life. That doesn't mean you need to dwell on, whatever happened between you or conflicts that you had. You can still appreciate them for the good things that they have to offer, even if they don't have a place in your life. So that's that. You can always have good and bad interactions with anyone, obviously. And another one that I wanted to bring up now that I did not say in the blog, I'm pretty sure, has to do with travel. So, like a lot of people, when I'm going somewhere, I tend to do really long trips. But a lot of people who have these jobs where they can only take sort of little tiny vacations, they'll go somewhere for a week or 2 weeks, and then in those last 2 days, the whole time, they're just like dwelling on how they have to go home soon, going back to work, how time went by so quickly. They had all the things that they didn't have time to do, or all the things that didn't go right during the trip, and regrets, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you still have 2 days left. What are you doing? You're already like sad about the fact that you're leaving, but you haven't left yet. You still have like 2 days, 1 day, like, I don't know, it's just an attitudes thing. Some people like just take full advantage of the amazing opportunities that are right there in front of them, or that they've just had or are currently having, and then others are just like can't help but just focus on whatever they want to complain about because they like to complain about things. And I mean, that's common and everyone does it. It's very easy to get sucked into these complaints conversations. We've all done it. I've done it. But if you put that extra effort forward, and especially working in hostels and stuff, and people would start doing that, I would just be like, oh, like it's not even about me trying to make them feel better, but I don't want to hear them complain anymore. So I'd be like, oh, okay, so what are your highlights of the trip? What did you enjoy? And then they start talking about that, and then they're like, oh wow, I've been so lucky to have this time to take this trip, and it just like changes the whole perspective. Like they just needed to someone point out like, yeah, maybe there's a few things that are gonna happen in a few days when you go back to work. You'll be jet lagged or whatever, but the reason why you took this vacation was to see and do all these amazing things, which you probably have mostly, so you should probably be pretty happy about that, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. Anyways, so keep that in mind, keep positive and focus on the good things, even if there was a bad result in the end, even if you had that job that you got fired from, if you had that relationship where they cheated on you, whatever, that's shit that happens, but you gotta move on, and you can either choose to sort of dwell in it, or you can keep focused on the good parts. So it kind of goes back to another blog post that I did called Don't dwell in hell, I believe. And it was a Winston Churchill quote. So maybe I'll put links to both of those, even though I haven't really talked about the second one. And hopefully that brings you some sort of inspiration or motivation for the day. Maybe just a little reminder to keep shit in perspective. Yeah. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and double peace today.